Welcome everybody. We are in Winnetka, Illinois. I am going to do the intro here at Humbard Park. If I said that right. We are in Winnetka doing the filming locations for Home Alone. That you might recognize this park from when he was getting chased by the police for being a shoplifter. Across the street is the pharmacy, but we'll get back to that later. I know a ton of people have done filming locations for this movie. I know it is super popular because there's a ton of people taking pictures in front of the McAllister house, and I see a ton of people posting their pictures in front of the McAllister house. So hopefully we can make this interesting, and it's not just another filming location video, but it's a John Hughes movie, and we love John Hughes. Since this one kind of stems back into Dennis the Menace, which is probably one of my first filming location videos that actually caught any traction and is being seen, I figured might as well do the Chris Columbus 1990 Home Alone movie here in Christmas while it's on everybody's mind. So here we are. This is like 50 minutes from my house, and this is my first time actually being out here, so come with us. Let's go explore, and we'll start at the McAllister house. Let's go. All right, there it is, Kevin McAllister's house. There's a whole bunch of people out here. This is not a secret filming location, that's for sure. Everyone knows about the McAllister house. All right. Home Alone, 1990. I was 10 years old when this movie came out. Right. We are a little closer now. There's your blanket. There you go, bud. And from what I can tell, this was the Shovel Slayer's house right next door, which this house is way cool. All right, so I am back here. These windows would be the ones where Kevin McAllister was looking out. You could see his neighbor reconciling with his son that he said he would never talk to. And I would assume that big tree is the one you see. And then they were on the sidewalk of this house. So this would be the neighbor's house from it. And it is awesome that it is fall. Almost winter, December. And you can actually see all the houses. A lot of cars, a lot of traffic. All right. So yeah, I had to come back because I filmed the wrong house. But this is the neighbor's house. Has his little heart-to-heart at the church. Very cool. So, all right, let's go see something else. All right, so the Wet Bandits would be robbing the Murphy's house. They were supposed to be in Florida. Kevin McAllister would be standing right at the end of the sidewalk here. You gotta pay attention, kid. And since it's almost winter, you can see this house in the background. Looks a lot cuter now than it did in the movie. Now, could you imagine the Wet Bandits with anyone other than Daniel Stern as Joe Pesci's accomplice as the Wet Bandits? But that was almost the case when Daniel Stern asked for more money and the studio wasn't going to give it to him. So they brought in Daniel Roebuck, who you might recognize from Rob Zombie's The Munsters. And he was also in my favorite movie, Dudes, which was two punk rockers going across the country to start a new life in California. So anyways, he came back and here he is with his friend Joe Pesci making the Wet Bandits.
Merry Christmas.
All right. A little more Home Alone for you guys. So there wasn't a lot of snow, and if, like I say, if you watch the movies that made us, they use potato flakes, and those all became rotten, stinky, smelly vegetable smell. Guys, the Murphys are home. Thought they were in Florida. So yeah, I had to come back for that. I'm just gonna edit this in where it was supposed to be. So, but that's where that main scene where all the cops come to arrest the Wet Bandits because Kevin called the police, and the interiors were filmed at the New Tier High School, which also was the high school from Uncle Buck. And I didn't know that when I was over there filming it, but I got a location and I didn't even know it. Now I gotta look at my footage if I actually got the right angle, which I might not have, because I think what you consider the front of the school, I did not go, because that was just like a school bus turnaround. But you can definitely see this church in the back when he's going over to the Murphy house. So, but this is not the church from the nativity scene, and this is not the church interiors. That one's in a different town. Alright, so that would be where Kevin was hiding from the Wet Bandits, afraid to go home so they wouldn't know where he lived. And that would be the church entrance. The interior was at a different church. I might go over there and film that, but we'll see how we're doing for time. Alright, so that's the Trinity United Methodist Church in Wilmette, Illinois. I'm going to be hopscotching all around here, trying to nab as many locations as I can before Christmas gets here, so I can get this video out before the wonder of Home Alone goes away until next season. So let's go see what we can find next. All right, another location done for Home Alone. so here the Grand Center. This is where Kevin McAllister did some grocery shopping for the house. Alright, let's go. Alright, so by my judging, this is the aisle here by the cheese. Cheese in the same slot, different cooler. You can see the door in the back that had a ribbon on it. We're shopping where Kevin shops. Very nice.
With a very Christmas card I write. May your days, be merry and bright.
Alright, so here we got Kevin doing his shopping for the house. Being a good little adult. Doing some adulting. Picking up some toy soldiers for the kids. Asking about the mac and cheese, whether or not it's good. And getting asked a million questions by the cashier lady. Now, I would say when you're out filming John Hughes location, you can't help but be zigzagging back and forth past a ton of other filming locations. Another house, planes, trains, automobile. Remember that one? I have a video with that one, but I'm like in the neighborhood, so I'm like, dude, I'm in Kenilworth. Why would I not refilm this one? That video, you know, didn't have everything I wanted in it, and it's kind of lost in the obscurity of my videos in the page. But we did do a planes, trains, automobile video, which had the motel, the Sun Motel 1. I had in a separate video, but we did visit Woodstock, you know, for Groundhog's Day, planes, trains, automobiles, the motel in Gurnee, the one with the steer head and stuff where they drove into the motel. That one's on that filming locations video. But anyways, planes, trains, automobile. So Steve Martin, John Candy, heartfelt movie traveling, John Hughes. Check out that video if you guys are interested. And we are on our way back doing a couple more Home Alone filming locations. We're kind of zigzagging. I don't know if we're gonna do the interiors at the other church. That one's all the way out in Oak Park, which is almost like an hour drive. So I don't know if we're gonna get that one, but we're gonna head over. We're gonna do the train scene. We're gonna do the toothbrush scene where he was caught fingered for stealing the toothbrush and stuff, and where he runs out of the store, and where he slides through the guy's legs and stuff. So, and the train crossing thing. So come with us. All right, like I said before, when I stopped at the planes, trains, automobile filming locations, I've never actually gotten this shot from Ferris Bueller.
Sloane's his bigger problem. She still has another year of high school. How do I deal with that? I was serious when I said I would marry her. I would.
The Glencoe Beach, where they were sitting on this bench, or this bench's location. Cameron laying here. Stallone taking care of him after he had his little breakdown. Garden Club. Can't see, but I am sitting on the seat. Matthew Broderick. Oh yeah, a little more John Hughes history here. So, or Ferris Bueller. I'm gonna lay down. I can't film it. I don't have a tripod. But anyways, you guys get it? So, here it is. It's very beautiful, very calm day here on Lake Michigan. So, North Shore is beautiful. I will have to come back here and finish it. I didn't want to do a Ferris Bueller Days Off filming location video until I got to Chicago, so I could do a little bit more. I did a little collage video of Cameron's house, been to there multiple times, mix that in with the weird science videos, locations and stuff like that. But I want to get back to the Art Institute, do a bunch of the other stuff, Wrigley Field, Uncle Buck stuff, so, and do a little more Blues Brothers, and even some adventure babysitting. And I want to get up to Canada and to finish all those locations. So anyways, guys, let's get back on track and do what we were set out to do, was Home Alone locations. So let's go. There's another view of the bench of Ferris Bueller. Yeah. It's really windy today. Try to protect the microphone as much as possible. Stay up.
Let's go on the other.
I live like 40 minutes from this area and never really done this John Hughes movie. There is a lot of buzz around it, even a lot more since it's now on Disney Plus, so it is super popular. So it's like, I love John Hughes. It's not even my top John Hughes movie. That would be Weird Science, followed by a couple more before this Home Alone even was on there. But I was 10 years old when this movie came out, so I was pretty much the same age as Macaulay Culkin. I can't remember exactly what his birthday was, but I was 10, and I related a lot with his raging against authority and all that stuff. So this movie definitely was one of my favorites. All right. And so there's the building. You see that in another shot. We're kind of doing this backwards, but just how it happened. So I remember going to Blockbuster as, come on, we gotta go up. It's old, but it ain't falling down yet. So I remember going to Blockbuster as a kid, purchasing this DVD, or not DVD, it was a VHS at the time, getting the poster of Kevin McAllister's Traps, and it's just loving that poster. They like went it for like 93 bucks online right now, at least the one I saw. That is ridiculous. I wish I would have kept on some of this stuff when I was a kid, but all right. So here's that other shot. So definitely see that, and then Kevin runs across here. I think you see a train in that shot, but there you go. I think that's about it right there. That's the shot. All right, let's move on. Let's go get a couple more. So the gazebo is gone. They got a nice little bathroom here. But so over here, the ice cream place was the pharmacy. And I think we're gonna go in there and we're gonna get some ice cream. So that would be where he got his toothbrush, if I am correct. And then they put down fake stuff and made an ice rink here for him to slide across. And then they got a hashtag Winnetka sign over here, which is very cool. So since I brought the little dude, he's going to be playing, and this is going to be his reward for being an awesome filming location scout with me. So, and we're going to get ice cream. This place called Once Upon a Bagel. I love bagels. Maybe I'll check that place out too. So, where he gets the toothbrush, shoplifter runs, slides through here, runs past that, runs across the bridge, and oh, I don't remember the next one. I don't remember. I think he just goes home, I think, after that one. But anyways, so there's another filming location for Home Alone, guys. And I know tons of people have done this movie to death, but hopefully I can make this interesting enough for you guys and you'll enjoy watching it, or just want to see what it looks like today. So instead of 8 years ago or 10 years ago or 20 years ago. It is such a beautiful day. This was the pharmacy where Kevin buys his toothbrush. Is this toothbrush recommended by the National Dental Association? Or whatever the heck he says there. There's this cool little hashtag Winnetka sign. Hashtag Winnetka. We will be hitting it with that hashtag a little bit later. I watch so many so many other YouTube channels, whether in Mexico and stuff. They just have huge signs like that everywhere. But there's over at Woods Park. I don't know. I'm kind of contemplating on whether or not I want to stop by the Uncle Buck house. Like I said, I didn't really want to do those kind of filming locations until I was out in the city, because Buck's apartment is right next to Wrigley Field and the diner's next to it, and Wrigley Field is a big part of the start of that movie. But anyway, I am pretty close to where the house is, and the house where John Candy goes to the wrong house beforehand and stuff. So I don't know, maybe I'll do that, since that's got a little tie-in to Macaulay Culkin's first movie before he did Home Alone. And they had that whole movie riding on a little 9-year-old kid. Now he's a grown-up man. I think married Brenda Song, little Tipton from the Nickelodeon shows, and has his own kid now. So crazy. He had a bunch of other really cool movies and stuff. The Good Son, and oh my god, I'm drawing a blank for the little Mandy Moore movie that he was in, where he played a roller skate. But that one's also good too. I'll remember it when I turn off the camera, but right now I'm drawing a blank. Alright, you ready? Get some ice cream? There you go. Ice cream. Alright. All right, we got eggnog and peppermint stick. And CJ's got a sugar cone with vanilla. It's delicious.
Delicious.
Delicious. Okay, so this used to be the pharmacy. Come on, bud. Coming? All right, so this is after Kevin was trying to buy the toothbrush, but he got scared by his neighbor showing up next to him. So he gets spooked. He runs out. The stock boy yells shoplifter. Then he starts getting chased by the police through the park. All right, so Kevin runs across the street, weaves in and out of these trees over here, and goes and slides across the ice rink. All right, so now we have Kevin being chased by the police officer. He weaves in and out of these trees. You can see the pharmacy behind him. That gazebo is not there anymore. There is a playground there. And as he goes, there was an artificially made pond here where they were ice skating. Slides under the legs. You can start to see the train station here as he's running straight towards it. Then he runs across the bridge and back home. All right, there it is, the pharmacy. All right, let's keep going. All right, so here will be the house that Kevin McAllister was standing outside watching the family get together, start to celebrate Christmas. All lit up. You can see it, everybody inside there. And you can also see this house in the shot. And I'm thinking that you see that house on the corner too. So, all right, so if that is the same tree, that thing is sure growing up. It's a little windy today. All right, so this is where the Santa shack from Home Alone would. All right, so in this scene, Kevin is trying to talk with Santa to ask for his family back. But Santa is about to leave and head home. So he's got to go over and talk with him over at our other location. Over here is where Santa's Honda was. Alright, so this will be where the Santa shack was. Here in Winnetka. Alright, so now Kevin goes over to talk with Santa, who just got a parking ticket on a sweet little Honda. You might recognize this actor as Ken Hudson. He was in movies like Armageddon and Down Periscope and Herman's Head. I'm assuming that the Santa shack was right about where that fountain is. See the arches. It's about in the middle there. Alright, so there's the Santa shack. Right there. Right about there is where the Honda was. Where Santa had to give Kevin a little gift for seeing Santa. Over there. Alright, before it gets too dark. I didn't film this last time, but I was sitting there checking out Uncle Buck's stuff, and this filming location was right under my nose. But this is when John Candy comes with his car all smoking. And this was it at New Tier West. So another little John Candy Home Alone little tie-in here was John Candy did do his appearance in Home Alone as a favor to John Hughes, and he didn't ask for much money, and he was actually paid less than the Little Nino's pizza guy, which is crazy. They kept him for like 23 hours to get those scenes from Miggs Field to the house where they dropped her off. The hero of the movie, John Candy. All right, so we are at New Tier in Northfield, the old high school. Ferris Bueller and the Home Alone house, the interiors were built here in the gym, and the house that the Wet Bandits flooded, which was across the street, that was built in the shallow end of the pool at this school. So that is amazing. I don't know if we can get in here. It doesn't really seem to be like a very active school. Not really sure where the main entrance is. I think main entrance might be over here to talk with somebody, see if we could actually get in there and look at it. But if you watched Movies That Made Us, you can see the insides of the school with the pool filled up, and they walk through it, and they take them back through the reminiscing about the filming of Home Alone. So like all of this was all production. John Hughes, Chris Columbus, all those guys all working in here, making the best Christmas movie. You know, a good Christmas movie, one that they didn't really think was going to do well, that did amazing. And yeah, and the Ferris Bueller interiors were also filmed here. The stairs are at Glenbrook North, totally different school, but I think this school was like abandoned or wasn't in use when they filmed it. So they took over like this whole freaking place for the movie. And when they were doing it, if you watch Movies That Made Us, they talk about how the studio was going to cancel them because the movie was taking too much money, and how the guy would go around and he was telling everyone to close up shop. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. You guys want more than, you know, 14 million to make the movie. And they were in talks with the other studio, and then all of a sudden the movie did get made. They didn't lose a day of production, and they kept doing it. So yeah, well, that's a good thing. That rag team of photographers and videographers stuck it out and gave us Home Alone. So I think this is probably going to be the last location. It's very windy. The sun is starting to go behind some clouds, but I don't know. My little guy's sleeping in the car, so I don't know if I want to wake him up and see if I could actually get in here, but I doubt it. But anyways, New Tier. Hopefully. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna get in my car. Alright, so I saw this map and I felt like I needed to film it because in the Movies That Made Us, they show this whole thing where all the production and stuff was. Alright, so I would guess F1 and F2 over here is the building I should be filming. So let's go drive over to the other side, look at the building that actually housed the interiors of Home Alone. All right, so I assume this is building F. So it's F1 and F2. Probably the gym and the pool in this one. All right, so now we are back at Kevin running away from the wet bandits after they went through his house of torture, heading towards the Murphy's house, which he already called the police. So he's just getting them to the scene of the crime so the police can get them. You get like an angle like this when the airport transports are in the driveway. Trees have sure grown since then. All right, so this would be the back of the Murphy's house. If you could see that little storm cellar entrance to the basement. And then everything else here is filmed on studio in this pool at New Tier in Northfield.
Hiya, pal. We outsmarted you this time. Get over here.
I have no idea what rooms or whatever was used for Ferris Bueller or any of that stuff, but it's still cool to be over here. They built that huge McAllister house in that gym. That is insane. Holy cow. Not only did they build one house, they built two houses in there, because they built the house across the street in the pool that they flooded. So that is awesome. This place is huge. I was hoping that it was like active school things going on here, but this place is like a ghost town on Saturday. So I was gonna see if I could get in here or call somebody, but you know, kind of spur of the moment thing. I changed my plans. I wasn't gonna do filming locations today. I was gonna do Christmas in the trenches at Midway Village, but no one's really watching those videos, so I was like, well, maybe we should just do filming locations, you know? So here we are, filming locations for Home Alone. I think that does it. I don't think we're gonna go inside the church in Oakbrook. I don't feel like I need to drive that direction. My house is in the opposite direction, so I'm gonna end this video here. Thanks for watching, sticking around, dealing with the wind noise, and coming with us. Like I said, Uncle Buck, Planes, Trains, Automobiles, so many other movies, 16 Candles. I want to revisit all of them. You guys let me know which ones you guys want to see in the comments, and I will make sure to make that happen. This school is still here, and that is awesome. I didn't even know that Ferris Bueller School was still standing, or if it wasn't actually in Glenbrook North. I thought they were inside there, but it is cool that this one's here, because Weird Science, Risky Business, and 16 Candles, that school was torn down for the college, the Oakton College, and all you got left there is a flag this one's still standing, so there is still a chance to get inside there and line up shots from Ferris Bueller. So some Ben Stein, some anyone. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you later. All right, since I've been out in the North Shore doing Home Alone stuff, I figured why not do Uncle Buck as a tie-in to Macaulay Culkin's. So 2609, this would be the house that John Candy accidentally went to.
Get my ass off out here. Oh, shit. Come on, I'm getting mad, Bob. Yo, Bobby! Buck? Bob? Buck! Bob? Buck! Bob! Over here! Have any idea how many big white houses there are on this street? What? Keep it down. What? What do you want me to do with my car? I'm crying out loud.
Sorry, Mr. Hatfield.
So I am. How you doing? Hey, sorry I'm late.
Oh, no. Hey,
What happened to the
thanks for
mustache?
coming. Oh, had to shave it
Oh,
off.
Cindy.
Not well, not well.
Her dad?
Hard to say.
All those medical terms, huh? What is it, an infarction or something like that?
That's that one. And slowly turn around here, and this would be the Russell's house. So this is where young little Macaulay Culkin's is getting his acting chops with the legend John Candy.
What's the matter? You don't like clowns?
Yeah, about 5 years ago. I was so boring to make me puke.
Get this flower jar. Screw 'em, that's all I get. I'm Buddha, the clown. Put it there. We
Whoa! Kids will love that. I didn't order you. My sister-in-law did. She's not here right now. I'm looking after I'm the uncle. Buck Russell's the name.
Right, great. Listen, I'm sorry I'm late. I was at this all-night bachelorette party. Hey, you need any dildo jokes? I'm the guy.
What did you have? A few drinks this morning? Huh? I think you did, didn't you?
What are you, Mother Cabrini? You never touch this stuff?
No, but I wouldn't be drinking if I was going to entertain some kids.
Hey, I don't have to take any shit from you. You know who I am? In the field of local live home entertainment. Oh, my God!
Get in your mouse and get out of here.
Hey, you, let me tell you something, you low-life, lying, four-flushing sack of shit.
Alright, so these are all really adorable neighborhoods. I didn't really want to do an Uncle Buck filming location video until I got to the city, because I want to do actual Uncle Buck's apartment, which is over by Wrigley Field. So, but anyways, there it is. All right, there's the Russell house where he makes a huge pancake. Who are you? I'm your uncle. All right, the legend John Candy was at their front door. All right, guys. All right, so I know I already said goodbye to you guys, but I figured we're talking about John Hughes and how John Hughes has brought us all together to watch a movie. Watch a ton of movies. I would visit Lake Forest Cemetery, his final resting place. So we got John Hughes, died in 2009. He was in Manhattan visiting family when he had a major heart attack, and he passed away on the side of the street. Scott on tape did the exact location if you have that morbid curiosity. Great writer, great director. He only directed a handful of his movies, but he wrote so many other movies, from like all the Beethovens and all these, like, you know, just comedy movies that didn't do too well. None of them did as well as Home Alone did for him, but nonetheless, amazing, talented. He could bang out a script in a week or so and stuff. So the critics would always give him a hard time about, you know, how predictable his movies were or what have you, but they stood the test of time. People might not totally get how someone would leave their kid home, and how come whatever millennials are not watching the movie and not picking up on how that would have happened. But anyways, here it is, guys. All right, so there's John. This was his wife, Nancy Hugh. After John passed away, she sold their house in Lake Forest, and she bought like a $5 million house, and I think she passed away like a year after she moved into that new house, which is crazy. But John always liked the house that they lived in, but I think they donated that to the church, and they eventually sold that for $4 million. But yeah, she lived in a really nice house that was like 5-point-something million. So hopefully, there's a car trying to sneak past my car right now. Probably should have got off the road a little bit more, but anyways, guys, John Hughes, Lake Forest. So again, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe if you like this type of content. John the Legend Hughes over here. Got a little bench there for you.